Hey everyone, if anybody's here. Hey Debbie, hey Sarah. Yeah, new update. Well, I'm a couple hours late. I wish I would have checked my text because Brienne sent me a text 3 hours ago about this. I'm busy editing. When I get in an edited zone, I'm like in a zone. And I would have been like one of the first to freaking because TMZ I think at that time was the only one that had it up so far. Wow. But so much for checking my text. Still breaking news though. Just it's TMZ, they did it like a couple hours ago, but all the other local stations or news stations are just like starting to put it up now. But dude, her parents got arrested, and I don't know if I agree with it. What I read, it seems like they did the right thing. I'm a little bit confused on it. I'll read the limited information that we have. We don't have a lot, but I'm a little bit confused. So I want to know more, and I don't know when they're gonna have let us know more. But hey, 36 months. So Courtney Clenney is the one that I actually covered. I'm still trying to upload. I have a couple more interviews. It's the OnlyFans model. Remember, we just actually talked about this case. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? I uploaded the interrogation where she says she like threw the knife. She's trying to get off with self-defense, right? So I have a good playlist, guys, for this case if you're interested. But anyway, just came out her parents have been arrested. And if you're interested, I do have the parents interview too that I uploaded like a couple months ago where he calls it's the mother and then the dad ends up talking. So that would be actually interesting to listen to now. Hey Aussie True Crime, hey Cool Gamer, Susie Hall, Naughty B, Yummy, Mark Klein, hey Mark Klein, hey Susie, hey Love. Okay, so let me read the article. They're all starting to pop up, but TMZ I think was like one of the first ones to have it up. Probably because she's like OnlyFans, like celebrity type, you know. So here, let me read. We'll read a couple articles. Maybe I haven't got to read them all, so maybe there'll be some kind of detail on one of them that makes sense. Because tell me what you guys think here. Let me read it. I'm a little bit confused why they're arrested for this. Like I said, I know we'll find out more. Hey, Miss Ma'am. Hey, Courtney. Okay, so this is Courtney Clenney. It says, parents of OnlyFans model charged with murder now behind bars in connection to case. It says, new developments in the case of the OnlyFans model charged with murdering her boyfriend. The parents of Courtney Clenney have been taken into custody in connection with the case. Local 10 News has learned through sources that after police turned the couple's apartment back over to Clenney's family, her father found something that should have been considered evidence, but he did not immediately turn it over to police. According to online records out of Travis County, Texas, 57-year-old Deborah Clenney and 60-year-old Kim Clenney. Now remember, Kim is the father because Kim's typically, I would say, a girl's name. Usually, at least I always think girl when I think Kim. But Kim is the dad, Deborah's the mom. They were arrested just after 2:30 p.m. Tuesday and are being held on an out-of-state felony warrant. Kim Clenney took the stand in his daughter's defense during a bond hearing in November of 2022. We should watch that together sometime. I've watched it before, but maybe we should watch some of it now. Anyway, it says, according to police sources, Clenney's parents attempted to conceal evidence as they cleaned out her Edgewater high-rise apartment. Kim Clenney allegedly found a laptop belonging to his daughter's boyfriend, Christian Obenseli, in that apartment, which had not been taken by police, and even attempted to access it. Sources said he later turned the laptop over to his attorneys. Courtney Clenney is accused of killing Obenseli during an argument in April of 2022. Courtney Clenney's attorneys say she acted in self-defense. Obenseli's family claims that there was a pattern of domestic abuse that ultimately ended with her fatally stabbing him during an outburst. Courtney Clenney remains in jail awaiting trial on the second-degree murder charge. Her attorney released a statement following arrest of her parents. A statement. I didn't get to read this. So this is her attorney released a statement following the arrest of her parents. Wow. Okay, let's read it, guys. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Hey, Yankee Kyle. Hey, K Pisces. What up? All right, let me zoom in. See if I can get it bigger. There we go. Okay. So this is from her attorneys, but it's about the parents' arrest. It says, "We're extremely surprised and very concerned about the arrest of the Clenney family. This could be an example of prosecutorial overreach and misconduct. It appears excessive in that the family is now confined in jail awaiting an extradition hearing on what may be an attempt to manipulate media headlines and discredit them before Thursday's scheduled hearing on a gag order in the case. The Clenneys have quite a story, and it's a story the state of Florida does not want the public to hear. We believe the Clenney family has been targeted with some trumped up charges to discredit them in the press and make their lives miserable. It stinks of a power play by prosecutors to control the narrative. This Thursday, the state is seeking a gag order in the case. Now they've gone after Courtney's mom and dad in such a way that requires them to spend considerable time in jail without a bond. Had they done this in Florida, the charge has a $5,000 bond, i.e. $500 to a bondsman. That's it. It appears the prosecutors are going for media mileage in this one with little or no evidence, as we have yet to know what the true accusations are. It's unnecessary and distasteful. All they had to do was a phone call and we would have been in court. It's so inexcusable." So another actually article explains it a little bit more. I think it was the Daily Mail, where it says how they call Clenney. Okay, maybe it's this one. Let's read this. "The mom and dad of OnlyFans star Courtney Clenney are in Texas jail tonight, charged with tampering with a laptop they found belonging to the boyfriend she is accused of murdering. Kim and Deborah Clenney were arrested at their home in Austin, Texas on Tuesday after a request from police in Miami, where the 27-year-old daughter allegedly stabbed Christian Obinselli to death in April 2022. Wait, it was after a request from police. Okay. Kim Clenney is accused of taking the crypto trader's computer from the murder scene after it was missed by investigators, before accessing it with a password supplied by his daughter. He handed it to her defense lawyers after finding nothing but a crypto exchange. TMZ reported, but was arrested along with his wife for evidence tampering. This is Deborah and Kim. This is an earlier picture, but this is them too, walking out of a previous court hearing for their daughter, are expected to face bond hearing on Wednesday. Here is Courtney and her boyfriend. How's everybody doing? Hey, E. Kylan. Hey, Lara Lou. Hey, Ashley. I know, isn't that crazy, dude? So, I think it was a TMZ article I read that said, here, let's do TMZ. Okay, so I think this is the one that let me read this one real quick. So the OnlyFans model who has been charged with, the parents of the OnlyFans model who have been charged with murder and her boyfriend have been arrested. They're arrested in Texas. Okay. We're told it has something to do with potential evidentiary tampering. Sources with direct knowledge tell us the Clenneys were taken into custody by law enforcement in Travis County on a warrant. It's a warrant out of Miami. But yeah, it boils down to a laptop that belonged to Courtney's late boyfriend. It remained in their Miami apartment. I'm trying to find the one. Yeah, so he went back to clear out her stuff. Kim, the dad, in the process stumbled across a laptop, which we're told had not been impounded as evidence when police first went through after the incident. And then it says they gave her father, Courtney gave her father the password. He got in, but found nothing but a crypto exchange on the hard drive. After that, we're told he notified Courtney's defense attorney about it and handed it off to the legal team. I almost agree with what their lawyer's saying, what Courtney's lawyer's saying. I don't agree with what they say about what she did, but I think this is reaching. I really do. I mean, they missed it. It's not like they're like, you guys might disagree with me. I'm sure a lot of you guys will, but think about it. It's not like, with the background. It's not like they were like, "Ooh, where's this laptop? We're looking for this laptop. Where is it?" And then he finds it and like opens it. It was something that they didn't take for some reason. He finds it. He gets the password, gets in it, and then gives it to the lawyer. He wasn't aware that that was evidence. They weren't looking for it. They already went through this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Unless if there's more to it and they were like, there's a laptop missing. But otherwise, how is he to know that anything left is evidence? I'm sorry. I don't agree with them being arrested on this one. How would they know that? How would they know? If it was me, I would think everything they went through all the stuff. Anything that's left is free game. They didn't take it, right? He opens it, realize Lee probably got in the computer, check it out, see if anything important is in it to give to the lawyer. Here, this is what we found. I think he took all the right steps. I don't see, they can't prove that if he would have found something incriminating on Courtney that he wouldn't have turned it over anyway. That would be assuming, because just because he got into it, they can't say, oh, if he was looking to find something, if he would have found something, he wouldn't have turned it over. Because he didn't find anything, he turned it over. You can't guess on that. You can't say that. He probably wouldn't have, but they can't assume that. You know what I'm saying? How would they have know? There wasn't anything on it, I guess. He turns it over, but they can't say, oh, he only turned it over because there wasn't anything on it. How do you know that? You know, I don't know. I don't think they're going to be able to follow through on this unless if they're not telling us something. I mean, that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? You guys disagree with me or what? Yeah, he logged in, but I mean, they can't prove, maybe he was logging in to see if there's anything important because he could argue, hey, I was logging in to see if there's anything important in the case to hand it over. There wasn't, but I handed it over anyway. It's the intent that they have to prove. And I mean, I don't think he had good intent because of the whole case. I do agree. I don't think because, the mother lying about, she did lie about like talking to Courtney. That's where they should have got him right there. If they didn't arrest him right there, remember where she lied about the text and said that she didn't talk to her about the murder and she did, and then they erased the text. If they were going to get him, that's where they should have got him, is that. That would be way more than tampering with evidence than this. And if they didn't do it with that, you know what I'm saying? Do you remember that situation with her mom in the text message? They questioned her about it even on the interview, I'm pretty sure. You know what? That would have been more than this, in my opinion. But yeah, they're gonna have to prove intent, and I don't know. It's gonna be hard. Um, but here's the thing, hive mind concussion. Here's the thing. In his mind, they didn't want it. This stuff was left. You know what I'm saying? So in his mind, he could have just got on it anyway, just for himself. Like, hey, extra laptop, let me log in. I'll be able to use a computer. And then he decides to give it to them. You know what I'm saying? Because they weren't looking for that computer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I think it's reaching. Yeah, I guess it was because it was his. I know. It was because it was Christians. I mean, did they share stuff though? I mean, was it both of theirs? Or was it like something that they shared? Did he know it was Christians, or was it just a computer in the apartment? Like, does it have Christian's name on it? You know what I'm saying? Does he write his name on it? Like, does he know whose is who since they live together? I don't know. I mean, was he to know that this one's Christian's, this one's Courtney's? I don't know. I know you guys, I know it's easy to be like, okay, Courtney's the bad guy, her parents are bad, so this automatically everything they do, we have to be on the side against them. But that's not how my mind works. I always look at each individual thing as it is. So, like, just look at that for that. Don't take anything else and just look at that action, because in court, I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's any jail time. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that they should. I guess we'll see. Like, to do like serious time or anything. Maybe fine them or something. Um. But wait, are they okay? I have a question. Were they told that they weren't allowed to touch anything? I thought they handed over the apartment. They were done with it. Think about that though. Of course you're not going to just throw away everything. You're going to want to go through it and keep stuff that your daughter's, even for your daughter's memories and your daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about what you would do. You would just throw away everything if they're like, we're done with it. scene is cleared. We're done. You guys go in and take whatever, we released it to you. Like, why would you throw away like expensive stuff? I wouldn't. I would go through stuff. I'm just saying, I don't know what I would do with the computer. I don't know. I'd have to see the situation. But if it was my daughter, which I hope I would never be in a situation where I'd raise a daughter that would murder somebody. But let's say my daughter's in trouble for something, or she's gone, or for some reason, and I'm allowed to go through the apartment and take stuff. I wouldn't just throw away stuff. I mean, I'd probably throw away some stuff, but I would take stuff, right? You know, I don't know, but I know I want to get the documents. Yeah, maybe he realized, oh shoot, yeah, I don't, who knows? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of, I know we want to go back to like, oh, they were shady and all this stuff. But like, I'm talking about for this specific instance, if you just look at it and you objectively for what it is, I think it's reaching. Now, if you take into account how they were acting, how the mom lied about the text, and you take into that, then it's like, if you bring in other factors and it's like, yeah, they're kind of shady. But like, if you just take it for what it is, if you look at it completely objectively, I mean, I don't think they should be doing jail time for it. There was nothing on it. They can't prove that if there was, he wouldn't have turned it in, too. I don't know. But maybe there's stuff that we don't know, is what I'm saying. If it happened just like that, that's a little reach. But if there's more involved that because we don't know what the specifics are. Maybe there is more involved. Maybe he was being really sneaky and who knows. And I would like to know if he knew for sure that was Christians. Was it labeled? Was he aware that it wasn't Courtney's? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when you're like with somebody, you're living together, like usually, like a lot of times it's like yours. You know what I'm saying? You'll share computers, you'll share things. So like, was he aware that it was Christians? Was it specifically only Christians, or where does the whole Christians come into play? Or were they like pushing it like, oh, that's Christians more to make the arrest? You know what I'm saying? Is there proof that it wasn't just a shared computer? Because think about it, we know that sometimes the state does shady things. I mean, I'm not saying they're shady, but sometimes they'll do things to get their case stronger and stuff. So they'll make it look like, oh no, that was Christians. Maybe it was, but was it like, was it only Christians, or was it like kind of a shared thing? Like, I just wouldn't want to know these details. Were the parents aware it was Christians? Like, then that is kind of weird. They should have gave it to Christians' parents. You know what I'm saying? If it was Christians, and he knew it was Christians, then yeah, he should have just gave it to Christians' parents, is what you would think. Hey, this is Christian's computer. They didn't need it. This is yours. But you see what I'm saying though? Like, that would be okay, right? So why wouldn't it be okay if it was Courtney's for her parents to keep it? You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is Courtney's. We're going to keep this. They cleared everything. This is hers. Here, Christian, this is yours. Like that. So I would want to know the details, because if he thought it was Courtney's, I don't really see anything wrong with it. I don't know. That's just my opinion, but I think I don't think, it doesn't look like anybody's agreeing with my opinion. Um, hey, Brianna. I don't know. I don't really know what else. They said crypto exchange was the only thing on it, on the hard drive. I don't know. So that means there was nothing else on the computer but whatever crypto exchange. So is that just a computer for that? Who has a computer just for one thing? That I don't get that. So there's a lot of holes we need to fill here. Hey Tanya, what up? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, am I the only one? And that's fine. Is I like different opinions, but I'm like, I can't be the only one that has this opinion, because everything I was reading was opposite, and I was like, there's got to be other people that have it. Okay, there are some other people. Um, I think that's what it is. I think they were trying to get enough to arrest them, because it started off with the mother texting and trying to like erase these texts. Remember, don't talk without a lawyer. Don't say, don't say anything. And then something about I have to go back through all the evidence. Something about her when she calls and like almost lying about texting her after, remember? But that's what I don't understand though. So they wait till this. So maybe they needed a couple things, because if they were going to arrest on the tampering, I would have thought they would have arrested then. I was wondering about that when that whole instance, when it first happened with the mother in the text. It's like, wonder if they're going to arrest her, because that's evidence tampering, but they didn't. So I wonder if they're just trying to add, they needed more. Maybe they took it to the judge and it wasn't enough, and they wanted more, and they were just gunning for him, and you know what I'm saying, and they needed something else to add to it. I don't know. But here, let's watch. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Let me find. Um, no, Jamie. What do you? That's been like months. You've been here. What do you mean? You've been here. I mean, I didn't say it in exact words, but I think I made it pretty obvious talking about it. No, yeah, we haven't been together for months now. Okay, so hey, open mind perspectives. Hey, A for adventures. Yeah, he said she gave him the password, but I don't know. I mean, it didn't say that Courtney. What? So that's what I'm saying. Maybe there's more to it. Maybe since Courtney's in jail, that means they have a recorded call of Courtney and her, or and his dad, her dad. So maybe it depends on how that conversation went. You know what I'm saying? Like if he said, "Hey, I found this silver blah 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 computer," and she's like, "Oh, that's Christian's." Then it's like, yeah, he should have just gave it to Christian's parents. I wouldn't think that he needs to turn it to the police, because if they're saying cleared, I would think, oh, they must have not wanted that, so everything's good. We could take it. So I would have just, if that was me, I would have just gave it to Christian's parents. I wouldn't even have thought that the cops wanted it because they cleared it. So I'd be like, hey, do you want Christian's computer? So yeah, it depends what they said, what she said. If she said it's Christian's, then yeah, that is kind of messed up, because they should have just gave it to his parents. But she gave him the password. I don't know, that they didn't really say. They just said he called her. Or he said, yeah, she gave him the password. Um, oh, I don't know. That's a good question. I doubt it, because then it would have been a charge of theft, I would think, right? I think that would have been a different charge. It would have been like theft charge, I would think. Yeah, they did the wire transfer. Um, but they had reasons for it all. I go over all of that information in my Courtney videos, the wire transfer and the reasons they gave and everything. You guys should check it out if you're interested in the case. I go over a lot of stuff, all the court documents and stuff. But yeah, they did large amounts of wire transfers, and they had reasons. The parents had reasons for each thing, but this law enforcement kind of knew what she was doing, clearing out, because they thought, their reasoning is they thought because she was going to take off and then maybe bond out, or that she was getting ready to, either that, or if she does get arrested, at least the funds would be not in hers, so they wouldn't take them all, because I'm sure a Christian's family is gonna get restitution. They're gonna all like suck her dry or whatever. So just she transfers to her parents, then they could have it, and then they could spend it on her in jail too, in prison. Well, jail now, but yeah. Hold on, let me see if there's let's see if we could watch. Hold on, let's watch a part of Courtney. Hold on, parents. Oh, I have that here. Let's play the interview I did. I'll play it right from my YouTube. Yeah. Hold on. We'll play this. So this will be the mom's interview, and then the dad ends up getting on. So let's play this. My ear itches today. It's these new headphones. They have like a weird... Okay. So this is for some questions. So this is that conversation. Possibly at the time of the murder. So you wanted to ask her some questions. So this hold on, sorry. I want to see. I'm trying to see what date, because I forget what date. Hold on, sorry. About, what happened, because he knows that she was on the phone with him, possibly at the time of the murder. Okay. So you wanted to ask her some questions. So this is that conversation.
As Detective Brasino, IBM 41321.
Detective Juris Vega, IBM 44244.
Today's date is April 3rd, 2022. And the time is 9:04 p.m. And we are conducting a recorded phone call with the mother of Courtney Clenney. Phone number is
Hello?
Hi, Mrs. Clenney. It's me, Detective Juris.
Yes.
Yes, I'm here on the line with the lead detective on this case, Detective Germain Briseño.
Okay.
He's also listening to this call, and this call is actually hello?
I'm sorry, this call actually what?
Yeah, this call is actually being recorded as well, okay? And I just wanted to verify your name and last name.
I'm Deborah Clenney, Deborah, Clenney. She's on the phone with the lead detective. She has the lead detective on the phone also, Detective Juris. Okay, yes, I'm here.
Can you verify your date of birth? And verify your phone number for me.
My cell phone that you're on with me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have an address in Texas? And that's what's the city and the state?
What is it again, the zip code? Can you tell me the address one more time? It's
Oh Lord, I should have just been talking here.
okay. Ridge Place. Okay. So I was talking to Courtney. She told me that she was on the phone with you when part of this incident was going down.
Yes, she was.
So around what time was it that you guys were on the phone?
You know what? I looked on my records a little bit ago, so let me look back and see exactly what time that was.
Okay.
Let's see. It looks like she called me at first at 3:43, and we talked till about two different phone calls. Talked till about 3:56. That's what it looks like, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. And what was she telling you when she called you?
She was telling me that he was not leaving. That she kept. I heard her saying, "You lied. Just get out. Just go away." I'd actually been out there for 6 days trying to get rid of him.
What was it that she said that you lied? What?
She was saying you're lying.
Uh-huh.
And he was saying, I'm not lying, but I really don't know what the whole thing was about. I didn't know he was there. I thought he was gone. I had been there for 6 days. When I got there, he left, but he didn't actually leave. He kept hanging around the apartments. Evidently somebody in the apartment complex was letting him like hang around, take showers downstairs, sleep in the cabanas. I told him to go, and he was supposed to go get a hotel or something. And he said he was going to get a hotel, but apparently he did not. He just hung around that whole 6 days. I guess he was waiting for me to leave so he could come back.
Yeah.
Because I thought he left successfully. Although we kind of knew he was hanging around and we were trying to get him to go away. But I thought he left, but apparently just about as soon as I left, he came back.
And when you came down for 6 days, that was because there was another incident that had occurred, correct?
That was because, well, actually, it wasn't really an incident. She was just trying to talk to me on the phone.
Okay.
And he was following her everywhere. He was living with her. Yeah. And he was following her all around the apartment. And she was just like, Christian, just let me talk to my mom. And he was following her. He wouldn't let her talk. And she was crying. She goes, Mom, I feel trapped. She was saying she just wanted him to go away. So I said, well, if you want me to help try to get him out. My husband could have gone, but my husband is not as subtle as I am. So I came so that I could just ask him to leave. And as soon as I got there, he left.
Okay.
But he did steal her. He took her only set of apartment keys as he was leaving.
Okay.
So we had to call him to get him to bring them back.
Okay.
Anyway, so he was supposed to have been gone. He was sleeping around corridors, and even in that he can get up the elevator if somebody in the apartments will let him up. So there was one night I actually saw him sleeping kind of under an overturned couch in her entryway.
Wow.
So he was just kind of sticking around, sulking around, not going.
Okay.
It just seemed to be biding his time until I went home.
And question, what do you know about their relationship, like the past about the relationship? What can you tell me about it?
Well, I mean, I know that she, had hoped that he was the one, but it was very apparent early on that he was not good to her, that they fought a lot. When I was there this past week, I noticed several sets of bruises on her arms. I noticed bruises on her legs. I know that a couple of weeks ago, she said that he pushed her against the wall. Yeah. I do know that she has hurt him in the past also. I think that he just keeps on.
You said you noticed bruises on her legs, her arms, and what else?
This is Kim Clenney, the husband, Courtney's father.
Yes.
The attorney just arrived. So I guess if you have any questions, I guess he wants to be involved on those.
That's fine.
Yeah. So he just walked in the entrance. He's there. So you're aware of that. We're happy to talk to you as long as he,
Yeah, that's fine with me. Is he there already, or?
He just texted me a photo. He said, I'm at the entrance. He texted me a photo of your...
Oh, he's at the entrance here at the department.
At the entrance of the department.
Oh, okay.
Well, his name's Frank Frico.
Okay.
And we're happy to visit with you. It's just, since he's there, we just want to be advised that he was...
Okay. Give me a minute. Stay on the phone then, and I'll go downstairs and get him real quick.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
I need to get a charger for my phone. Oh.
I just hope not too involved.
Yeah. There'd be enough vote during the instant, Michael, too.
We gave this up.
Huh?
I mean, the guy keeps going back, and going back, and going back. I mean, he got all three of us crazy on that.
Mhm.
It's insane.
Yeah.
They should have hauled his ass off when they were there on Friday.
I know. I got a little stick around there.
So they kept him in the car and taking him down to the station.
That's true.
I mean,
Well, the apartment should be.
well, they're going to have a talking to too when I get up there. Right,
I
man.
don't have a picture.
Well, they've got security cameras and all that.
Oh, that's true. That's true. They don't even need that.
Every damn time that guy's gone up there, they got a picture on their security camera. Oh,
She thinks he might have put him in the apartment when we were gone.
he might have. He probably has a key. Lying on the bench.
Or even if he doesn't have a key, or she had to prop it open. I wouldn't have been past him if there was the key, so she would have it
Well, he stole.
at least once, maybe twice.
I'm sure he stole that $7,000 purse.
Yeah.
He's a thief. Got caught on. I know. He's a psycho, son of a bitch.
I know he is. I know he is. You know, psychiatrists are getting diagnosed what it is, but he's got something wrong. Sociopath is my guess, I think.
Gotta be in jail.
Yeah, he should. Well, he's a big sociopath is that he charms everybody around.
He didn't try me. I knew his last son of a bitch.
Well, yeah. Well, you know, I mean, I didn't want to charm either,
2 months.
but I was willing to give her a chance. You know what I mean? But she said everybody around it gets charmed.
Well,
Because
I
he
was,
uses their names over and over and over.
well, that annoys me.
I know, me too.
And then I see through all that shit. I say he's a con artist. Not too, probably.
Yeah, I know. She should have listened. I should have listened. I just didn't know.
Hey, how are you? Yeah. Thank you.
Is that-
How are you?
Detective Joyce.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, yeah, we
Yeah,
spoke.
yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
What?
Is that
What's that?
mom or I don't even know.
Both, they're both
What's
there.
her name? Deborah,
Yes.
how are you? It's Frank Prieto. I've been talking with your husband.
Yeah, this is I'm Deborah's cousin Kim. Thank you.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll take it from here. I mean, does mom need to be on the line?
No, well, we're just getting,
If you need some history from mom, I'm fine with that.
yeah, that's what we're
Yeah.
doing. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because so just the reason why we're talking to mom is because Courtney told us that right before everything happened, she was on the phone with mom, and also we're getting a little background of other incidents that have happened between her and the boyfriend since pretty much the start of the relationship, if I'm correct. Right, Deborah?
Well, I really don't know when.
Yeah.
I just knew that it wasn't long before I knew he was trouble.
Okay. So pretty much just to catch up, Mr. What's your last name?
Prieto.
Prieto. Pretty much she called you around approximately 3:43 to like 3:56 p.m. From your call list.
Something like that, yeah.
And pretty much you overheard him and her talking. You lied, and he was arguing back. I'm not
The
lying.
main thing she was saying was get out, leave, go
Yeah.
away. That was actually, she did say you lied, but the main thing she was really trying to say is get out of here, go away.
Yeah.
And he would not leave.
And that's exactly, this is Kim Clenney, our father. That's exactly the same thing that happened on Friday as Deborah was flying home from Miami. I was picking her up at the airport and Courtney and I called. We're speaking on the phone. And Courtney said he's here. And she said, basically the same situation. He entered the apartment and she was trying to get him to go away.
Yeah.
He would not leave. And she was screaming at him and I was screaming at him, get the hell out of there. She's asked you to leave. Do not come back. And he just won't do that. He just continues to do this. So same occurrence today. I wasn't on the call today. That was the call I had on Friday afternoon.
Kim, it's Frank. Whose apartment is it?
Courtney's. It's in her. She is the only name on the lease.
Okay.
He has given her a little bit of money for rent, but most of she's paid it.
She said on Friday he didn't pay her anything.
Oh, she said he didn't pay her anything.
That's what she told me.
Oh.
But we
He
don't
also
know
has
that.
belongings there. He sleeps over, stays over. According to Courtney, he lives with her.
Okay.
They live there together. But
They did go there together.
Up until I came last week, and he was
Yeah.
supposed to get someplace. He was supposed to move out, get a hotel, and actually he asked her to pay for a hotel. And I guess when she said no, that's when he, unless he was just planning on sticking around anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
so in the argument that you overheard today on the phone, how was he? Did he sound aggressive, or was it just like a regular, like normal
Oh no!
volume voice, or
He was screaming at her
yeah,
because I told her to tell him to stop screaming.
yeah,
And so, no, he was screaming at her, and she was telling him to leave, and he was screaming, and I couldn't hear what he was saying. I could hear her telling him to go away.
yeah? And did you overhear any threats or anything like that?
No, I did not, but I do want the attorney that is listening right now to hear something I said earlier that he may not know about.
Okay.
When I got to Miami, I noticed several sets, many sets of bruises on her arms that looked like they were caused by fingers grabbing, and she told me, she confirmed later that that's what happens, is he grabs her and says, Cece, Cece.
Yeah.
And so she's got a lot of bruises on her arms, and she's got bruises on her legs.
Did you notice any other bruises besides those two, besides her arms and legs?
Yeah, she had bruises all over her body.
But
But I definitely saw arms and legs, and I think it's just pretty much everywhere.
What color do you remember those bruises being? Like what color? Like greenish or purple?
Every color, like they've happened at different times.
Okay.
And I witnessed, she didn't confirm it, but at our house here in Austin, where it looked like somebody grabbed her arm, she denied it. I also do know that when I spoke to her on the phone one time, a number of months ago, that I didn't realize at the time that they called me from someplace, and he was talking to me, and then later on I found out that he put his hand on her neck. And I said, I'm glad I didn't know that, because I reached to the phone and grabbed him. But,
Okay.
So I know there's been physical violence. I've seen evidence. My wife never has seen it. So the guy's a psycho, and he's a thief too.
Okay.
I think we know he stole the keys. He brought the key back when he left.
From
That's why he left
her only apartment keys, correct?
Right, and then now the car keys disappeared, and a $7,000 Chanel purse has disappeared, and I'm convinced that guy stole it all. And we know he stole the apartment key because he brought it back, and my wife was there.
Yeah.
She can witness that.
Okay. Do you remember, Miss Deborah? Do you remember anything else that you overheard on the phone today, or that your daughter texted you about him, or anything?
I don't think she texted me today at all. I think she just called, and she maybe talked to me earlier when she was doing it. She texted me when she was just showing me how she had worked around the house, showed me how to clean her, how she had hung up all the clothes and was getting everything clean, because things were pretty chaotic as long as she was there, and it seemed like she was getting it kind of fixed up and good. And then the next thing I know, she's calling, crying, yelling for him to get out. I don't know how yet. She didn't tell me that part.
Okay. Okay.
But she was yelling for him to get out. She was yelling, "You lied," and he was yelling at her back, and actually even screaming, because I thought that security. I didn't think the police, but I thought security was going to get calls again from the yelling, and the dogs were barking as they do when Christian starts in
Well, three of your officers were on Friday when I was on the phone on the occurrence I was telling you about a little bit ago. And they came up, searched your apartment. He was, I guess, he came in the squad car. But then they just left. And she was talking about, I need a restraining order against this guy. And so I was trying to tell her, you can't do that right then. That the police officers then witnessed that, you know, she had concerns about this maniac.
Okay. Do you have any other questions? No. Do you have anything else to tell them? Right
No. Hey, Deborah, Kim, I'll talk to the detective, see where we go from here, and I'll give you a call later. But
Okay.
I appreciate, I'm sure they appreciate you guys talking to them, and obviously I appreciate their professionalism in allowing me to get in here. So just want to let you guys know. Okay.
Let me see. Kim's phone has a better speaker on it, so you might try his number next time.
Yep, you got it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, guys.
Thank you.
I'll conclude the interview.
Okay. So but did you hear, like, when they were on waiting for the lawyer and their lawyer to get there, that was their lawyer was over on the other side with them? That's who they went and got. They're like, the lawyer, I forget his name. I don't think it's the same lawyer now, but at the beginning, I'm not sure if he still works. I know they have a girl lawyer. Well, Courtney does, but when anyway, they were going to get him and stuff, and they were taking forever. And her mom was just like, "Oh, he's a sociopath, he's a psycho," which I almost believe that they do think that, because if you guys have watched the body cam from the night before, I have it up. It's hold on, I'm trying to take this down. But anyways, the body cam. Thank you for gifting Soul and Petty. And Kim gets on the phone with the cop and stuff, and Deborah, the mom, was talking about how she was there. She came down to make sure he left because they wanted him out of the apartment. Courtney wanted him out of the apartment, so she had her mom come the week before to make sure he left. They were trying to get him a hotel. They wanted him out when she did, though. So she will have that on her side. I don't think she's going to get away with it. I do think she's guilty, and I think she deserves to be charged. But they're probably going to use that video because it does show her saying she wants to get a restraining order. The cops say you have to go to court and make an official thing. We can't just take one here. She's like, I want him out. Like, he needs to leave, but they couldn't make him leave because he was already basically living there for so many months that there was a law. And like, even the guy in the apartment complex, the guy that ran the apartments was like, we want him gone. Like, we don't want him here. You know, I guess when she came out of the elevator, he charged her, Courtney. So they are going to have this kind of stuff that she's going to try to use in her defense. She wanted him gone. He charged her in the guy said it was like a very aggressive manner. They had to, like, the security guard had to grab him and stop him. They wanted him out of the apartment. She wanted to get a restraining order. They couldn't do it. She had to go to court. Her mom was trying to get him gone. He wouldn't leave the apartment. They couldn't do nothing. The cop said he's allowed to stay because he's basically, since he has all his stuff and he's been there over a certain amount of time, he basically lives there now. Like, you can't, the squatters' rights and all that crap. Like, you can't, there's nothing legally you could do now. So she had no way, and she's like, I want him gone. She had no way to get him out, and he would not leave. So she does have that on her side. But my point is I do believe that freaking her parents thought that he was crazy, like he was the problem, and he was using her for the money, and she was the one making the money, and he would, stealing and all that stuff. Like, I think I do feel like they saw it that way. Like, I do think that that's the way they were seeing it. But with that being said, they should have, and it's probably harder said than done. It's your daughter. You see this guy that you think is being really bad, and she's trying to get rid of him, and he won't leave, and they see it with her own two eyes. And we see it on the body. I mean, we see, but I mean, there's no excuse still. But I mean, we've seen on the body camera, she's like, leave. I mean, he wouldn't leave, and so they're seeing that. So they're like, no, it's all him. Like, it's him. He wouldn't leave. So I think they do see it that way, but they have called the cops on her. You guys go check out my video I did from her past arrests. there's 2 different arrests prior. One of them is her mom calling the cops on her because she was being like aggressive with her mom, throwing things, and she didn't end up charging. Like, she ended up saying no. But then the next day it comes back. I don't know. It's just a big thing. And then with her other boyfriend prior to that. So there are instances they know she has, was she diagnosed with bipolar, I think. So, I mean, they know all that, you know, they see how she is. They know she's like that. But I think they think with this instance that it's Christian. I do think they believe that, which is crazy. I know. I feel like they think that it was self-defense. And with this instance, even though all the other ones it's her, but this instance, I think they think it was him. We were there. I went there. I tried to get him out. He wouldn't leave. He came back. That body cam, the dad talks to the cops and she's like crying, like, I need him to leave, and they wouldn't do anything. And then he comes back, and then less than 20, I think it was less than 24, less than 48 hours. I think it was the day before the day, because the way it landed, he's dead. She wanted him to leave. She wanted to get a restraining order. So her dad is seeing all that. Like, she called the cops. They couldn't let, like, she wanted him to leave. He wouldn't leave. The apartment complex wanted him to leave. The cops told the apartment guy, the head of the apartment guy, there's nothing you could do. You cannot kick him out. He's allowed to be here. It's his house. Just 'cause it doesn't matter. He doesn't pay. He moved his stuff in. He's been over here for over a month or whatever. He legally has rights to be here. That's what they told him. And so, you know, what, a day and a half later, it happens. So I do think her parents think that they're in the right. I do think that. So even though they should realize how, you know, the daughter, but I think they just think this time it was him. So it sucks. The whole situation sucks. It should not have happened. Should not have freaking happened. I wish, oh gosh, I wish he would have just left. You know, like, I know he didn't think it would get that far, but I'm not blaming him. I'm not saying, but dang it, this is a lesson learned from people. Like, she already stabbed him 2 other times. Like, to think that somebody's not capable, I don't know how he didn't realize that she was capable. You know, she's already taken a knife out, but love will make you, you know, it makes you think, I don't even know. It's like he didn't even care. He'd rather be with her and suffer the repercussions than not be with her, you know. But she wanted to get a restraining order against him, because I think she knew that she was capable. Like, I think she knew that he was pushing her to the limit where she could kill him. Like, she even said it in those words, like, I'm going to really, like, seriously kill you if you don't leave. Like, I think she realized, like, this is not good. I'm going to end up killing you. Like, you need to leave. I think she realized that she was capable of it and that he needed to leave. But, and I'm not blaming him. It's not his fault. It's love. I mean, it just should be just a learning lesson for future people. If it could teach anybody, you will fall in love again. Trust me, it'll go. You know what I'm saying? Love will wear off. You'll be okay. Give it after a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll be fine. I know it seems like the worst thing right now and you'll never feel happy again, but you will. There's more than one person for you. You'll be able to find somebody else that you could love and they'll be good for you. You know what I'm saying? I just wish people that kill themselves, like teenagers and stuff, like, I just wish that they had the wisdom to realize that, because a lot of times it is over a relationship, but I just wish they just realize that it's not the end of the world. It seems like it, but, like, if you just know, you realize this is hard and it's horrible, but just know, like, I'm going to get through this, and, like, a year from now, it's going to be, like, it's not going to hurt anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to hurt anymore, but, like, it seems like in the moment it's the worst thing, but it's like, no, you could find, it's just love fades. It does. I mean, it doesn't mean that you won't always love that person and care about him, but that intense feeling where you're hurting and, like, I feel like you can't live without him, like, that slowly fades, and then you're all right, you know? Like I said, I'm not saying that the love dies completely, but at least the pain dies, you know, where you could just move on and you could eventually find somebody else. And so many people just, you just do stupid things for love. And I get it, because in the moment, it hurts and it feels like you don't care. You don't care, whatever. That's the only thing that matters, and you don't care about anything else. But just like, if you could just like stop in the moment and remember, unless if you're one that only has had one love, but if you could remember like your last breakup, like, wait a minute, I did eventually, like, you know, it doesn't even usually take a year, but like, wait, eventually I was fine, you know? If you could just stop and remember, like, it's always going to be okay, you know? It really will. But no, it's not. It's hard. Yes, it's so hard in the moment, and it seems like that is the most important thing, and there's like, you don't want to live without being with them. But then you just gotta like take all that emotion out of your head and just remember, like, wait a minute. I thought that the last time, and it's all right. It ends up being okay. Like, just, but it's hard to like think straight when you're just off all these emotions in your head. It is. I've been there. I mean, I've never been to the fact where I'm like but I've been there where we're just super depressed, like, oh, you know, and then, but I always have that wisdom in my head. Like, maybe I'm fortunate because I'm able to do that, you know, like even in the moment, I'm able to be like, wait, I know in like a few months, it's not even going to be, you know, it'll still be sad. And then in a few more, I'm going to be like, wait a minute, why was I like, this is fine. This is, you know, I think this, I don't, but a lot of people can't do that. Yeah, I'm not even talking about the rights to stay, but I'm talking about legally, Rob. I'm not even talking about your comment about the property, but I'm just talking about when she was trying to kick him out, they said no, he's got rights. He has his stuff moved in. He's been there. I don't know if it was over a month. I forget what the timeline is. I think it was a month for some reason, I think is what they said, right? Like, can't do anything. And even the guy that ran the apartment complex wanted him gone. She said he hangs out here. He did not want him here. He looked at him like he was the aggressive one, he thought. But, I mean, they didn't know what goes behind closed doors. A lot of people sometimes just assume it's the man. But he did see him charge at her. But, so he thought, he's like, he needs to leave. Like, and he's just, the cop's like, there's nothing you could do. Sorry, you can't. It's crazy. It sucks. Wonder if they could... Oh, they can't do nothing legally, that is. I'm just like, if they would have let, if they would have let if the cops would have done and found him and like, and they were able to do something, he would be alive right now, you know? But nope, couldn't do nothing. Sucks. Anyway, so I don't know. I was gonna play. Oh wait, I want to show you something real quick, guys. Hold on. I found the document where it talks about Deborah. I found one of them. I think there's a couple of them, but at least I found one I want to read. Hold on. Where do I have it? I had it up. Okay, here it is. So this is in the affidavit, the arrest affidavit. It says, okay, so let's read the part of this because it talks about the mom. How do I make the Adobe? They set it up. It's set up different now. They changed the, oh, here we go. Change the setup. Okay, so it says at the time that the defendant, oh, I'll make it one more bigger, guys. Hold on, because it isn't that. Oh, wait, I did that. Oh, dang it. I did the wrong thing. Hold on. Shoot. I thought I was zooming in, and here it is. Okay. There. Okay. It says, oh, I could do this. That's right. All right. So, at the same time that the defendant called D. Clenney, which is Deborah Clenney, her neighbors began calling one Perrieso to report a disturbance at the apartment. One Perrieso security called 911 at 4:46 p.m., notifying them of the disturbance. 11 minutes later, at 4:57 p.m., the defendant called 911 to inform the police that the victim was suffering from a stab wound and requesting help. On that call, the victim can be heard in the background repeatedly saying he is dying and cannot feel his arm. The defendant is also heard saying, "I'm so sorry, baby." In her telephone recorded statement to the police on the date of the incident, Deborah Clenney, that's her mom, stated she heard the defendant yelling at the victim to leave the apartment and the defendant saying the victim was lying. In her explanation to the police regarding the content of the phone calls of that day, Deborah did not say she discussed the incident with the defendant. However, investigators know that Deborah did communicate with the defendant about the incident because investigators saw a text message from mom on the defendant's phone recorded at 5:25 p.m. that mentioned self-defense and advised her not to say anything to investigators without an attorney. In addition to omitting her conversations with the defendant, Deborah's recorded statement also omits any claim that the defendant said she was being attacked by the victim during the call. Wait, Deborah's recorded statement. Although the defendant admitted to having caused the victim's injuries in her post-Miranda recorded statement, she also provided several inconsistent accounts about the incident. The defendant claims she armed herself with a knife in response to the victim having shoved her against the wall by the neck, though not choking her. And then she claimed he threw her to the ground, but then allowed her to get up. The defendant's physical body was documented on the date of the incident, and there were no injuries to her person to corroborate this account. At no time did the defendant claim the victim was armed with any type of weapon. In describing the stabbing incident, the defendant claims she threw the knife at him from a distance in excess of 10 feet. Based on the location and depth of the stab wound, the medical examiner opined that throwing the knife from that distance would not have caused the fatal stab wound. In trying to explain her actions that day to the police, the defendant stated, I don't know. I really don't know if this was justified at all. Remember, in her interrogation, she says that. I don't know if this was justified at all. I really don't know. Her stabbing him. Hold on. Let me see if I could find. I feel like there is. I have so many things because I ordered the files. I have so many files. I'm trying to find the actual text, but I feel like. Hold on a second. Pictures edited out. You know what I could do? Let's play. Yeah, but if you guys, like I said, if you want to check out this case, I have a playlist. I still have those 2 interviews I have to upload. I'm working on a Shonda video I'm almost done with. And then I wasn't planning on going live. And then this new update, I'm like, I gotta go live. Here, let's play. I'm going to try to look for those texts. But while I'm looking, I'm going to play a part of the dad. The dad goes up on her her hearing. One of her hearings, he testifies. I don't know if we'll be able to watch the whole thing because I think it's like a couple hours. I'll have to see. Hold on, let me see. Courtney, because I want to finish editing my video. Live on hearing day 2. This is for. Hold on. Yeah, here he is. Okay, let's watch a part of it. I want to see how long it is with him on it. Or maybe it isn't gonna be that. Maybe we'll be able to watch all of his because he's not on it. Yeah, he's only on it for. It doesn't look that long. Okay. Hold on. Let me share my screen. I have so many pages of it. Why do I keep putting that? I want to do this one so you can see. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so this was her dad. OnlyFans model murder case, Courtney, hearing day 2. It's not, they haven't went to trial yet. It's, why is it bringing it up like that? Hold on a second. It's like I'm not in. There we go. It's like I wasn't on the YouTube. Why does it keep? Okay. Disputed circumstances. Admits she killed. I just want to see what this. Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
I have some bank. Correct. I have some bank records, but I don't have an extra copy because they're so thick. So as soon as I finish my direct, I didn't write on it. I'll just give it over.
I think he's only on it for like. Yeah, like. $40 maybe. Well, no, hold on. By the time it starts, good. Let me go until the time it starts. Where is it froze? Is that on my end? Alright. Yeah, it should be like 35 minutes maybe. We could watch it. And I'll try to find that text.
Clenney, who was present before the court.
Good afternoon. So to answer your question, Judge, in regards to the medical examiner, he'll be here at 2 o'clock. I believe we're going to allow for defense to go out of turn and call a witness beforehand. And there are a couple of items from a discovery standpoint I don't believe anybody's objecting to that we will probably move into
it's so low.
and publish to your honor.
Oh, this recording's not that clear. It's on their end, I think. It's low too.
Could you please tell us your name?
Kevin Clenney.
And how do you know Courtney?
I'm her father.
Now, Mr. Clenney, you've been called today for phase 2, specifically with respect to financials. So that's what we're going to be discussing today, okay? I see you have a folder there with you. Can you tell us what you have brought with you today?
There's just notes as far as numbers regarding the different accounts and wire transfers and expenses.
Okay, so I would just ask this as we talk about this today. If you need to refresh your recollection at any time, please feel free to do so. If you could just say that you need to do that so that we can be made aware of it, and you can't read from the records, okay? So just then close it up and answer the question, okay? All right, thank you. So let's start. Let's go to wire transfers. At some point in time, were wire transfers made to an account that you have?
Yes.
And generally, around what time was that?
Mid-April and then early May. There were 3 total.
Now, can you explain to us why those transfers were made?
Well, after April 3rd, Courtney was a mess. I didn't really trust her to handle her finances. One important thing was that her debit card for one of her accounts was not found, and we didn't know who had it or had access to her accounts. So we felt like the prudent thing to do would be to transfer the money into one of our kind of dormant accounts and then safeguard it that way. And then as she needed it, we could use it on her benefit.
Now, you used the word she was a mess. Can you just generally describe what you mean by that?
Well, she'd been traumatized for quite some time, but especially after April 3rd. And then she was drinking heavily.
Okay. And so with the drinking heavily and the traumatization, you felt that she could not adequately take care of her finances?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So to your knowledge, how many bank accounts did Courtney have?
At Bank of America, she had 3. One had a 0 balance when I accessed them, and there were 2 others that she had funds in.
And let's talk about those transfers that were made to you. The first transfer, do you recall when that was?
I'm going to refer to my notes.
Yes, you may. Does it seem like
I'm so tall. I can lay down. So the first wires from one account ending in well, the first wires were on April 12th of this year. There was one wire for $121,000, one wire for $1,013,000, and then subsequently in May there was a $50,000 wire as well.
Okay. And these transfers came from, to be clear, the two Bank of America accounts that you know to be associated with Courtney, ending in 2923 and 1712?
Yes.
Before we get into the amount in the Wells Fargo, let's just go back to the Bank of America. Once those transfers were made, how much money was left in those Bank of America accounts?
Refer to the notes again.
Yes.
In the account ending in 2923, the balance after the wires was $4,839.24. The account ending in 1712, there was $466.88.
And can you tell us the total of those two numbers?
The total of those two numbers, a little over $5,300.
Okay. Let me take a look because I think my math is a little bit different. Judge, may I approach Mr. Clenney? I'm showing you the document from Defense Exhibit V. I believe, Judge, is it V that was introduced for the records? Thank you. I'm showing you this document and
Right.
do you see that document?
Sorry, I misunderstood the question. I was giving you the balance the days after the wire. The balance you're asking about is what's in those accounts now.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
I apologize. So let me go back then.
Okay.
At that time, when the transfer was made, you're saying there was approximately about 4,000 in there?
There was approximately $4,800 in the 2923 account and $466 and change in the account ending 1712.
Okay,
That was after the wires. The balance that you asked about is today's balance. And that total for those two accounts is $11,278.55.
okay, perfect. So let's now go back to the accounts that you have. Those are Wells Fargo accounts?
Yes.
And whose name is that account in?
The personal, one of the accounts is personal account is in my name and my last name.
At the time that the wires, the first wire came in, what was the balance in that account?
It was $12 and change, if I'm correct. It was a dormant account. We really didn't use anything. There were a couple of drafts. And so I transferred money in as I needed to cover the drafts. But we really didn't use that account. So that's why I segregated it for Courtney.
So the three balances that were transferred in that you mentioned, it totals $1,184,000. Is that
Yes,
accurate?
That's accurate.
Yesterday, the detective testified to believing over $2 million was transferred or belonged to Ms. Clenney. Do you have any information that there was over $2 million?
No, he was incorrect.
And how do you know that it was $1,184,000
Because
only?
I did all the transfers and I was the only one accessing the account. And I have the bank records
Now,
from both banks, by the way.
Let's talk about the expenditures that were made
Okay.
from that $1,184,000. I know there's many, but let's just start with, let's say, the first big expenditure that was done.
Right. So one reason why I wanted to take control of the account, because I needed the CPA to finish her income taxes. And so that was the first big expense. And I got a cashier's check. I was the purchaser, but she was the remitter. And it was for $335,818.
And Judge, I would refer you to Defense Exhibit O, which is a cashier's check in $305,018 to the IRS. On this check, who is the purchaser of the cashier's check?
I was the purchaser,
And who is the remitter?
Courtney Clenney.
And why did you make Courtney Clenney the remitter?
It was her funds.
Let's talk about the next big expense.
Okay. The next big expense, she wanted to move home, put down roots again, be close to us again. So she decided to buy a house.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this house is located close to you?
She had a contract on another side of town, and then another house came available closer to us. And so then she put it off on that house.
And how much was the purchase price of the home?
And purchase price was 1.35 million.
And what was the amount that was paid into as far as closing costs and escrow? Yeah, please.
I know the number, but the first check on May 17th was for $21,000, and that was $20,000 escrow for their first house and a $1,000 non-refundable option fee. Then and I was the purchaser, but she was the remitter, and there's a copy of the cashier's check, so I know that to be accurate. The second cashier's check was for $10,000 additional when she put the offer on the new house. And so the $20,000 for the first house was transferred over. So she had $30,000 escrow. The $10,000 was a cashier's check purchase on May 24th of this year. Again, she was the remitter and I was the purchaser.
Okay. And how much was paid into the home?
At closing, again, I went to Wells Fargo and got a cashier's check on dated June 16th. It was for $356,226.45. Again, I was the purchaser and she was the remitter.
And Judge, at this time, I would refer the court to Defendant's Exhibit N, which are two checks, one for $21,000 and one for $10,000, and a additional exhibit for a cashier's check in the amount of $356,226.45. Let me ask you this. What makes you qualified to handle the finances of Courtney?
I have a finance degree and I spent 15 years as an investment advisor.
Now, you said this account was yours. You didn't use it much, but did you mix your money with Courtney's money?
It was in the same account, but I segregated it on the ledger that I kept. I would print out the bank statements each month. And if there was anything that came out like a bank draft for my purposes, I would true it up. So her money was always what it should be.
And how did you distinguish her money when you say true up? How did you distinguish her money from your money?
I would go in and add each month if there were any, there was a loan payment that came out of that account.
I'm sorry.
There was a loan payment for me that came out of that account. And so at the end of the month, I would make sure what was attributable to me, I added up, and then I would either add back in to her money or I would have to deduct it if she owed me anything.
Were there any costs associated with Courtney moving from Miami back home to Texas?
Yes.
Can you describe that?
Once again?
Yes.
There were two major expenditures, but there were multiple expenditures in those two areas. The first was moving out of the condo, the liquidated rent, cleaning, painting, things like that for the condo, attorney's fees. That was $26,885. And then there was reimbursement.
I'm sorry, can you say the exact amount again?
$26,885. And then there was reimbursement to me for hotels and travel as far as, like movers, rental for the truck, things like that. That was $30,074.
Now, did a large
Man, everybody is so confused. No, maybe I shouldn't even play this. I'm only playing our parent stuff because we're talking about our parents. None of this stuff is any, no. This is from months ago. No, like they didn't steal her money. She did that. She transferred large amounts of money because she was going to jail. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna lose all of her money. She was trying to be able to keep some of her money, you know? So no, they didn't steal anything. It has nothing to do with, well, I mean, I'm sure it kind of has something to do with it because law enforcement is using all of this as far as making how they're viewing the parents. But no, this is not why they got arrested. Maybe we shouldn't do it this way. I just thought it would be interesting to watch all the parent stuff because there's nothing new on the parents. The only thing that's we know about the parents is a paragraph's worth of stuff. So instead of ending the live, I figured, hey, let's watch all the parent stuff that we have so far. But I feel like it's confusing too many people that are coming in. I'm gonna have to keep stopping it and explaining it, huh? I don't know. What do you guys think? I just thought it'd be interesting just to go over all the parent stuff. Or I would just end it because there's nothing else to go over. We already went over what we know so far. Now let's continue watching it. I just wanted to explain it. Might as well. We only have a little bit longer. But no, it's not what, this is from what, November 2022, like a year ago. It's just her dad. I figured we'll go over everything about their parents, you know, since we're talking about him. That's all.
portion of the funds belonging to Courtney go to her defense of this case?
Yes,
She also went to rehab at some point?
yes.
And how much was that?
The airfare and the rehab itself totaled $35,497.
Now, I'm sure that's not all the expenditures. Can you just give a general description of some of the other items?
There was $15,702 that went to some mortgage payments for the new house. There was, then she bought some assorted furniture, $12,072. And then there were some significant veterinarian bills, and that was $5,008. And beyond that, then you have the normal living expenses, daily living expenses, and then normal household expenses, electricity, utilities, things like that.
Now, at some point, a second Wells Fargo account was opened. It's ending in 4557. Can you explain what the purpose of opening that account was for?
Yes. So when Courtney was going to go to Hawaii for rehab, and so she was using my wife's debit card. So if we went to go get expenses for her that were related strictly for her, we would use a debit card related to that account, so we were using her money. When she went to Hawaii, she was concerned if she lost a debit card or somebody took it, she was concerned about the bulk of her money being in the first Wells Fargo account. So she asked me, Dad, can you transfer it? Well, I didn't really want to transfer it to another one of my accounts. So I opened a Prime account at Wells Fargo and transferred the bulk of the money over there. And that way, if she needed it, I could transfer it back in, which I subsequently did.
Now, was that Prime account, though, in Courtney's name or in your name?
It was in my name only.
Was any of the money in that Prime account belong to you?
No, it was a brand new account. I never put any of mine in there.
And what is the balance in that second account, the 4557 account, as of today?
The Prime account, $0.
And how do you know it's zero? When's the last time you checked the balance?
Yesterday.
And what is the balance in the 4926 account? That's the other Wells Fargo
I have
account.
to look at my note. And this is as of yesterday, $126.65.
Okay. And so adding that to the two Bank of America account balances that Courtney has, it appears to be $11,405.20 total.
That sounds correct.
Okay. Do you have any knowledge of any other assets that Courtney has, such as stocks or bonds, other homes, boats, cars?
She has nothing other than the house.
And obviously she has equity in that home. She just purchased it.
Correct.
How much equity, if you have an estimate?
350 to 375,000.
So as far as cash value, to your knowledge, Courtney has $11,400.
That's correct.
Okay. May I have a moment, Judge?
He's Kim's a financial advisor. He just said it. That's why he's saying it. Why he's taking care of her money. But we know he wasn't doing it before she got arrested. You know, or I guess she started transferring funds before she got arrested, but he didn't do it before the murder, I should say. But yeah, he's a financial advisor. Let me see if I could find where. Oh, so Christian was a crypto trader. Cryptocurrency trader was one of the things he claimed to be. I don't know how, successful it was. So that makes sense. His computer, crypto exchange or whatever. That's what he did that.
So you
I just saw that.
list that you are Miss Clenney's father.
That's
right?
correct.
And obviously you have a very familial relationship with her. You don't want to see anything bad happen to her.
That's correct.
You would do anything for her, as well as look over her finances, but if it came to it, you would lie for her.
No, I would not. And I resent that accusation.
It's not an accusation.
It is an accusation.
I'm not trying to. Certainly. But my question to you is, if it came to it, would you lie for your daughter?
No.
Okay. And in regards to her working situation, you know that she worked for OnlyFans.
I didn't know that for quite a while.
You know that now.
I did.
You know that because you're in charge of her finances.
Correct.
And you actually just said that you were talking about the first charge, the first expenditure. You did her taxes for her.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do the taxes. The CPA did the taxes.
You collected the documents to give to him.
Correct.
Okay. So in regards to OnlyFans, that's something that can be done online.
Yes.
And that's a job that can be, if you have any internet access, it can be completed from that internet access.
That would be true if it wasn't canceled by OnlyFans.
Well, my question to you though is, as a result of how the company actually works, if you have an internet connection, you could theoretically use it.
I don't know how the company works. I just know that they are on the internet. That's all I know about OnlyFans.
You know that her videos are online?
I do.
Okay. She's not working now, obviously.
That's correct.
But if she got out, there's nothing stopping her for trying to continue to work for OnlyFans.
They've canceled her account.
Correct. Right now. But nothing stops her from trying to reestablish that.
Well, I was told by her manager that they weren't going to open her account.
I want to talk to you about the transfers themselves, but I want to start with there's a letter that's in evidence that you wrote to the complex that she was living at down here in Miami.
Right.
That's dated, I believe, April 28th.
Probably.
Was Courtney already out of Miami by that time?
Yes.
You know when she had moved back to, and I'm suggesting now, but you tell me, did she move back to Texas?
Yes.
She moved in with you.
Yes.
And prior to her going to the rehab center in Hawaii, she was living with you.
Yes.
In regards to those transfers that were done, first, the two that were done on April 12th and two separate transfers, and then on May 3rd, did she do those transfers herself?
No, I did them.
You did them for her.
Yes.
Did she know that you were doing them?
Yes, she did.
And you told us already that you have a finance degree and you were working 15 years as an investment advisor, right?
Correct.
So you know the importance of keeping accurate records.
I do.
You also know the importance of, in wires, labeling what the purpose of them are for. Is that correct?
Well, I don't think I labeled them.
You don't think you labeled them?
I don't recall labeling them.
if I showed you the transfers, would it refresh your recollection?
Sure.
Your Honor, permission to approach? Mr. Clenney, I'm directing you to these transfers. Are you able to see what they are labeled under the section origin to BENE INSTR?
Repayment of loans.
And so you see that you've labeled all three of them repayment of loans.
It was just an error.
So, sir, you say it's an error, but now you've also told us that it's important to keep accurate documents. Is that right?
Correct.
So now what you've told us today is, the purpose of this was for you to be in charge of her finances.
Correct.
However, back on that day, you labeled those wires repayment of loans.
Right. Well, some of them were going to be all total repayment of loans, but then she needed money.
That doesn't answer my question, sir. You've labeled them two different things, one different here, one different on the day you made the transfers.
Right.
Are you lying then or are you lying now?
I'm not lying. It was an error on my part.
And now I want to talk to you about the defendant in her time in living with you. So during her teen years, did she live with you?
Yes.
Were there any incidents where either she was a danger to herself or to your family?
No.
Is there anything, so do you have any memory of any instance
Liar.
of you being called out to a scene?
Judge objection, this is beyond the scope.
I
Phase
hold on,
two.
guys.
Maybe we could stop our.
Yeah, he's lying. You guys, I'm gonna link the video you guys should watch. Talks about her previous incidents. One, her mom called the cops on her before, and she was under the unaliving, she tried to purposely get hit by a car another time when her other boyfriend called. So yeah, he knows. He's lying. That's what the attorney's referring to. He already read that report. It's in the discovery because it came with the stuff when I ordered it. So he's aware of it. It's exactly what he's getting at. I'm going to link that video if you guys want to check it out. it's really interesting that she's just sitting like right to the right of him. He looks over one time. I don't know if I missed it already, but it's crazy that he only looks over one time and makes eye contact with her. But how like, wow, that'd be like intense. This reception. That's on Law and Crimes End, guys. I checked it on my phone. That's not me. Look right there. He just looked over. But I think there's another time where they actually. But yeah, that's their recording is bad, their service or whatever. All right, hold on. Let me link this in my
So, Mr. Clenney, if given the opportunity that your daughter is released, would she come back to live with you?
That's an option, yes.
And do you find her to be a danger to you?
Absolutely not.
Do you find her to be a danger to your daughter, your other daughter,
No.
or your
No.
wife?
No.
And are there any situations that you've had between, or that you've seen, that you've observed or been privy to between Ms. Clenney and your wife and your other daughter?
I think, well, no, because I think there may have been an incident that I wasn't there. So
Did you eventually learn of what happened?
I think the sheriff's office may have been called, but she wasn't a danger to those two people.
Do you know why nothing was done further?
Judge, I'm going to object.
And now you've been in the courtroom for at least the first day of this hearing, right?
Correct.
So you've seen or at least heard a lot of the state's allegations against your daughter. And
Quite a few.
I'm sorry?
Quite a few, yes.
And in regards to the timeline that the state has presented as to a number of these allegations, do you still feel comfortable that you can control her if she was left in, I guess, your custody or in your control?
Could you specify which allegations? Or
Sure.
just in general?
Yes, Judge, if I could have one moment. So, Mr.
Judge,
Clenney,
I'm going to object beyond the scope of direct.
I think that, all right, I'm gonna pull up right now, let's see how far we can go with this.
So, Mr. Clenney, in regards to the July 27th of 2021 incident in Vegas, you heard about that yesterday,
Not yesterday, the day before.
the day before. And then the text messages from October 9th through the 11th discussing your daughter stabbing the victim in the leg and then hitting
I
him in the...
don't think I know that to be true.
Well, whether you know it to be true, you were in the court and heard it.
I did hear it, yes.
And then also in January 30th through February 1st, the state's allegations that your daughter caused this injury to the victim, slicing him to the
I
face.
did hear that.
And then the February 21st incident in the elevator.
Well, it's obvious that she's under duress, and we don't know what happened before or after.
Well, my question to you is, you heard about it yesterday,
I heard about it the day before yesterday.
the day before yesterday. And then in regards to March, the multiple conversations between your daughter and the defendant, where she calls him a number of different names. You heard about that yesterday.
I did hear about that, but I don't know in what context.
Certainly, I'm not asking you that. So, and then obviously the incident that took place, the date of the incident, when the defendant killed the victim. You heard about that 2 days ago.
Well, when the defendant acted in self-defense, I heard about that, yes.
So, after hearing those incidents that the state has brought to your attention in the last 2 days, you still feel comfortable allowing her to come home to your house, that you believe you can control her?
1,000%. No doubt.
One moment, Your Honor. Judge, I have no further questions. I would just move in those two documents.
Mr. Clenney, are you aware of any banking regulations that say that you must in the memo line put exactly what a transfer is for?
I'm not aware of any.
And you testified that it was an error by putting in the memo line that it was a payment of a loan?
Right. So if I put that in there, there was a sizable loan to Courtney, and that would have been the payment. But one of those wouldn't have covered that. So that's why I've been on the larger. If I'd had any notes to that, that's why that would have been put there, but I don't recall that.
The money that was transferred into that account from Courtney, whose money does that belong to?
That's Courtney's money, and I've spent it all on her behalf.
And did you do it with her permission?
Yes.
Now, the state attorney said, you've been sitting here in this courtroom on the other day, you've heard all these allegations that were made, and he asked you if you feel comfortable having Courtney come home with you. Is that right?
I did,
And why do you feel comfortable?
because I've lived with her a number of years growing up, and she was there 2 to 3 months with us this year. So I have no doubt that there wasn't any problems. I have no concern about that.
And did you have knowledge of the true relationship between Courtney and Albincelli?
Oh, yes.
And what was that?
Objection, Judge, as to relevance.
He opened the door, Judge.
Yes. It was very toxic. And I knew from the beginning that he was not treating her correctly. I saw proof with my own eyes. I heard calls between them, calls to my wife. I heard many things that a father who loves his daughter very deeply should never have to put up with. So if she didn't deserve what she put up with.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Judge, I would just ask that those two documents, if we have a ruling as to, at least for purposes of impeachment at this point.
Well, they won't. Evidence isn't, the impeachment isn't going to the evidence, but have you actually looked at the documents?
May I ask which documents, Your Honor?
No objection, Judge.
Yes, Judge. And Judge, for the record, that would be states 1L for identification purposes, as well as states 1K for identification purposes. No, they're not going to come in.
1L will become State Exhibit 11. 1K will become State Exhibit 12.
I believe so, Judge. So the state would call Dr. Hutchins to the stand.
I'm about to stop it, but I want to see what happens next. I want to see something. We're not going to watch I just wanted to watch the dad. I want to see something real quick.
I'm just going to keep that out. So if you want to put that to the side.
This was our examiner department, and I'm 1 year. We have standards that we meet for the National Association of Medical Examiners.
Could you please explain
It's
to
the
the court
doctor. Or wait, he's either the
and becoming a medical examiner?
I received
medical examiner.
BA
Sorry, medical examiner. Okay. All right. So I want it like this so you guys could have it. So what do you guys think? I'll be interested to see if there's more to this, the parents being arrested. That was probably a shocker. I just wonder if they saw it coming. Like, were they aware that they were about to be arrested? Did they get a heads up? Or was it, well, I guess that the computer, I'm sure they had an idea that it's a possibility, maybe. I'm going to read those of you that didn't get to see the beginning, I'm going to read the lawyer's statement again, and then I'll probably just end it. I'm trying to think. Yeah, anything else? I put the description, or I put the link of the description, or the link in the description of the video where it goes over, like, I think there's like 3 past incidents, which is really interesting. I mean, I thought that was like probably the most interesting thing. I feel like when I got the files and stuff, that was, to me, it was the most, I like that kind of stuff as far as to learn about the past behavior, because I'm more like psychology minded. So like, to me, that was the most exciting thing of the discovery, because it was like, ooh, let's learn. I want to learn about her past. I want to learn to see, like, where did this come from, or just to learn anything I can. Of course, I would like more answers than that, but I would like to know a little bit more. But it was a little bit of her past. So if you guys are interested, it's the first incident is when she's 17. So yeah, it's definitely interesting to me. So okay, so let me read the statement from, so this is a statement from her lawyer, but it's talking about the parents' arrest. I'll read that again. It's not long, so those of you already heard it. Well, you'll know it's not long then. But okay, let's read it again. And let me see if any new stuff. I don't think we're gonna get anything more new. Oh, but let me show you this. I was reading this because I was trying to look what he did and what, like, if I could find a company he worked for. I mean, it does say financial advisor. It doesn't say for who. And I did see where it said something about him working 15 years as a financial advisor. Where did I find that? I don't know. But so I didn't realize this though, right here. So hold on. The father of the OnlyFans model, Courtney Clenney, is accused of killing her boyfriend, allegedly didn't know about her R-rated job, and said that her once thriving internet account has been deleted, which we heard he didn't know until kind of recently. Like, he did end up finding out. I don't know. Wait, did he make it seem like he didn't know until after the murder? He didn't really give a date, right? He just said he didn't know for a while, like right away, but he didn't say when he found out, did he? Anyway, it says, defiantly supporting his daughter, financial advisor Kim Clenney testified during his bail hearing that Courtney fatally killed Christian Obenselli out of self-defense following repeated abuse. It has to be during her bail hearing, right? Oh, thanks, Petty, for gifting a membership. Hold on. Right here. This is what I wanted to read. It says, the 26-year-old woman was charged with second-degree murder for stabbing the cryptocurrency trader in the chest. So he was a cryptocurrency trader is what he he probably called himself. And now that I read that, I do remember him saying that, or on one of his accounts or somewhere where he says that that's what he does, right? And then he also helps her. I guess he does OnlyFans videos with her. I never watched her OnlyFans. I don't know how much he takes part, but supposedly he does do videos with her in that. But then he does the cryptocurrency. From what I'm assuming, I don't know why I'm assuming, or there was some reason I feel like I don't think he was like that successful in the cryptocurrency trader. I don't know where I'm getting that from. I don't know if I'm getting it from something I read, or am I just like, I don't know, but I feel like there's some reason I don't think he was that successful in that. Okay, so let's read the statement real quick, and then we'll call it a night, guys. I'll try to do those other last 2 interviews from this case. I should just hurry up and finish those now that they're making, they're back and making headlines. I should do that, and then because I'm almost done with the Shonda video that I have. Been editing that for a couple days, but I was gonna finish that today. But maybe I should do the couple interviews of Courtney. All right, let me read this real quick. So this is her lawyer after the arrest. So I don't know if her lawyer is gonna represent them. I don't think they can like officially, right? Because wouldn't there be conflict of interest? Would her lawyers allowed to represent him or them? because it says her attorney released a statement following the arrest of her parents. It says, we're extremely surprised and very concerned about the arrest of the Clenney family. This could be an example of the prosecutorial overreach and misconduct. It appears excessive in that the family is now confined in jail awaiting an extradition hearing on what may be an attempt to manipulate media headlines and discredit them before Thursday's scheduled hearing on a gag order in this case. The Clenneys have quite a story, and it's a story the state of Florida does not want the public to hear. We believe the Clenney family has been targeted with some trumped up charges to discredit them in the press and make their lives miserable. It stinks of a power play by prosecutors to control the narrative. This Thursday, the state is seeking a gag order in the case. Now they've gone after Courtney's mom and dad in such a way that requires them to spend considerable time in jail without a bond. Had they done this in Florida, the charge has a $5,000 bond. $500 to a bondsman, and that's it. It appears the prosecutors are going for media mileage in this one, with little or no evidence, as we have yet to know what the true accusations are. It's unnecessary and distasteful. All they had to do was a phone call and we would have been in court. It's so inexcusable. So yeah, so basically he found a computer that they're labeling as Christian's computer. He got the password from Courtney, so it sounds like he must have called her in jail. She gave him the password. He gets into it. All he said is on the hard drive was a crypto exchange. Logs in, sees the crypto exchange, calls her attorneys, and hands it over to them. Says, hey, tells them about it, and gives them the computer. So what I'm guessing is that her attorneys, I'm sure, told the state, hey, what happened? Because they have to, they have to be transparent, you know what I'm saying, or come back to bite them too. So I'm sure that they called and told him, and then they got like tampering with evidence, basically. Let me see if it actually, does it say? Okay, sources said he later turned the laptop over to his attorneys. Courtney Clenney is accused of killing Obenselli. Okay. Oh, so his attorney. So I wonder who his attorneys are, because I don't think that they would be allowed to have the same attorneys as her. But I don't know if they're just labeling his attorneys as it's because before they were arrested, it would have been her attorneys, or does he have separate attorneys already? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm guessing that when they say that he actually called, he would have given it to her attorneys, right? Because let's see. I don't know though. It was when they were cleaning out the high-rise apartment. They found a computer. Let's see. It was they were arrested today after 2:30 p.m. and they are being held on an out-of-state felony warrant. But it was after. So it was after the police turned the couple's apartment back over to Clenney's family. Her father found the computer. And it says that it should have been considered evidence, but he did not immediately turn it over. I want to see if there's anything. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if there's any new updates. So we have that, though, to watch this. Where they say Thursday is the gag. Another gag freaking request. Sucks. All right, so let me see if there's any new updates. It looks like it's all. No, I don't think we'll know anything. At least till tomorrow if we know, but I don't see anything new. Do you guys? All right, guys. Well, that might be the gist of it, really. That might be all there is. You know? Hold on. Let's do a poll real quick. I'll chat with you for a minute while we have 5 minutes. I'll make it even 2 hours. Okay. The live will be at even 2 hours. I want to do a poll on what you guys think. If you think, I'm trying how to word it, because I want to know if you guys think that they should have been arrested, basically. Um, arrested. Okay. Hurry up and vote because I'm going to cut it off at 2 hours. And we'll see what you guys think. Well, I'll cut it off at like 58 or almost 59 so I can give the results. Make it even too. Tampering with evidence, I think. Let me see. I don't know if they actually gave attempted to conceal evidence. Hold on, let me see. Wonder if I could, maybe I could find the actual arresting report. Hold on. So let me think. I'm trying to think what county, because it was the warrant out of Miami-Dade County, right? Or was it out? It would, because they were in Texas. They got arrested in Travis County. Wait, no, it would be online. Okay, hold on, guys. Let's look it up. I don't even know why I didn't think. I just thought that if it was, but maybe we will be able to. Travis County. Let me look it up. It's saying it's out of Travis. Give me 1 minute. Travis County. All right, let's see what we could find. Online. So that would be Deborah Clenney. I'll just look up Kim Clenney first. All right, let's see. Let's see if we got anything. No matches, of course. Can't be easy. All right, let's try something else. Sometimes you have to go to, it might be in the Miami, but it said out of Travis County, so I wonder where the record will be. I could try Miami, but I just want to try one other place here. Travis. Let's try this. No, it's taking me back to the same exact thing. All right, criminal information and records. Oh, it keeps taking me back to the same freaking thing. Last, then first. Let me try the Miami. See if we could see if it's under there. Criminal. Okay, let's see. Ranch. Wait, can I search by name? Yeah, defendant. Okay, let's see. So we'll do Kim. All right. I don't know. I have a feeling nothing's gonna come up. Nope. Oh, hold on. Wait, I have to put the sex. No. What am I? Oh, no, nothing. I'm not finding anything. I did, Miami, and Travis County. Dade County, Travis County. Nothing's coming up. Let me do Deborah. Oh wait, hold on, female. Dang it, she's making me mad. Well, I mean, I feel like if some of these news reporters have it, I feel like they would have given all the details. So it's probably all that was in there, right? Oh yeah. Oh, you found it? I went to the county. You said Google. Oh, did you just find it like? I guess I could do it that way. The generic. Let's see if that brings it up. Instead of going to the actual counties. Clenney mother Deborah arrested at their home. But wait, Bam Bam, what are you saying you found? Did you? We're looking for the court documents. Or is that what you said? You found the exact court documents, or just like talking about the arrest? I'm confused now from your comment. Come on. No, I don't want. Oh, yeah, wait. I should have taken 48 hours. Sure. No. What is this rapper doing? Rapper. Wow. What were they spelling out? I wonder what they were spelling. I'm just going through different news things and seeing it. Sometimes they post the documents. I don't know why it's not coming. I did Travis County. I tried. But I'll do it. It looks like if that Bam is talking about court documents, he said it sounds like he just typed it in like kind of generic where you could find it like from a news source that'll post like the documents because they do that. That's what I'm thinking he did, but I don't know if he's actually, I can't tell if he actually has the documents or if he's just saying he found the information, which we already knew that. Yeah. Son, Courtney resurrects after news break. I'm just going to different. What is he saying? Jennifer no life posting in Texas. Okay, but can you just say what you found it in so we can just bring it up real quick? What did you find it under? You know? I mean, if you want to share, if not, then I'm sure you do since you said it. Sometimes it's hard to do a live and the pressure, you know what I'm saying? And to be able to really. Is it already 2 hours? Shoot. Oh, Austin. I don't know. All right. I'm not sure if you don't want to tell us how you got it. That's fine, but it's not a big deal. What stuff does it have? I mean, does it give us any information? Austin, Texas home Tuesday with a murder. We're told it's something to do with potential evidentiary tampering, is what it's saying. A warrant out of Travis County. Evidentiary tampering. Oh, see, Benjamin, we were just talking about, we already read all that. I was just trying to find the actual official document. We're not, I know, we know how, we already went through like a bunch of articles. I was just trying to find the official document of, like, the actual court document is what we were looking for, not just like what happened. I mean, is that what you're talking about? Because you keep labeling, it's like, I feel like I think we're misunderstanding each other. Maybe not, but it doesn't, I don't think you're understanding what we're looking for. But it's fine. Thank you, though. We already went over like the different TMZ and all the different whatchamacallit, articles and stuff of what happened. We were just looking for like the actual court documents. Breaking into, yeah, we already see now. People are thinking that we already know what they're saying it's for. I was just actually looking at official documents. Yeah, he broke into the computer. He got the password from Courtney. We already went over all that. I was just looking for the actual court documents. That's all. It's not a big deal. But my OCD, it's like, it doesn't let me stop. I hate that. It's like I want to keep doing it. What state it was in? I'm joking. I regretfully from Canada. The warrant would be out of Miami-Dade. It says that, I would think so, Rob, but it said warrant out of Travis County. That's what I'm confused. It did say that, though. In the article, it said warrant was out of Travis County. But TMZ, I don't see where TMZ has the court document. You say you got the court document from TMZ? Why don't... Oh, because it's on the video. Huh. That's where you're seeing it. Ah, I never clicked on the video. Okay. Dang it. I just wanted the actual court document, but they have it on the video. I think that's where he must be getting it. So it's just Deborah Connie booked. Yeah, it doesn't really give information. It's saying the same thing. Out of state, cause number, hold for another agency. Travis County, yeah. But at least it gives booking number. Actually, hold on. Now that I have a little bit of information, I could go back to Travis County and maybe put in some information. Hold on a second. Oh, hold on. I know where I could get that. Haha. Now I see where they got it. Okay. But offense number, hold on, let me write this down. F24002015B. Yeah, serves me right, not clicking on the gosh darn little quick video. Who would have thought that that's where it would be? I'm not going to play it because this is TMZ. Heard they copyright. I'm not going to play their video, even though it's just like a part of the court document. But I think I know how to get it now. I was looking in the wrong spot. Okay, offense number, plus I'm going to take this down in case if... Okay, Travis County, yeah, it's Travis County, booking number. I want to write it all. Offense, booking in case I need it. And then, so it's 2402157. Okay. Hold on one second, guys. Okay. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to try to do it now that I know where it's at. See if I could. Yes. I was looking in the wrong spot. Come on, let me click on it. Hold on, guys. Just bear with me real quick. I'm getting it. Now it's not letting me click on it. Oh, it's going slow. It's going slow. There we go. Okay. Incarceration, open record. Computer's going so freaking slow. Come on. Sorry, guys. It's am I still live? I know I'm like going so slow. I'm wondering if you guys could still see me. Am I good? And Rob, I looked under my Dade County already. I know you keep saying that, but I did look under there just in case, even though the articles kept saying it was out, though it was out of Travis County, but I looked under both. But I figured out where I could get some information if my computer would go a little bit freaking faster. It's going so slow. Dang it, finally. Warrant. Let's see. Come on. Only as fast as my gosh darn computer. I haven't had it go this slow in so freaking long. Okay. Name. Clenney. First name. Oh, all right. No. Cause number. I have that now. F. Oh. Now I don't know. I can't even read my own writing. I don't know if that's an S or a 5. Gosh darn it. So much for... That must be a S. All right, so you know what we're gonna do? Hold on. I'm gonna try Miami because the calls number, maybe that is where you have to look it up. I know they arrested him out of Travis County, but I have the calls number and it's not coming up under there. So maybe it actually is from Miami instead. Okay. I don't know, guys. Do you even really care? I don't even think we're gonna have really that much information. I don't know. I feel like I'm wasting my time here. We could just end it. And stuff. Anyway, so how your guys' weekend go? While I'm waiting for this to freaking catch up. No. Oh my lord. That's what's going on. There's something. Whoa. Threat detected. Oh my god. Stop it. This stupid McAfee thing keeps coming up. I was wondering though, because my computer is going really freaking slow right now, and I don't know why. Wonder if there is something going on. Something came up and it beeped. Did you guys hear it? And it said threat. Beep beep. It looked like it was something serious, but I really don't think it is. I feel like it's like I don't have McAfee or whatever. So why am I even getting stuff from McAfee? I don't have it. How do they know there's a threat? I don't have McAfee security, you know? So I don't know. That's why I always just like, why? I'm not going to listen to it. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I give up. I mean, basically all it said on the Travis County thing, it just says Travis County arrested, warrant, blah, 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 cause number, booking number, all that. It didn't give any other information. And I'm having trouble because I can't read what I wrote. So I'm trying to go back and I went back to TMZ, and then I had that beep, beep, beep warning, and so I don't know. I'm just getting grumpy now because I feel like I just wasted I should have just ended it because there's probably nothing more that we're gonna freaking learn from it. And I don't know. I don't know why it isn't in Miami. I don't know why it's not coming up. What are you guys saying? Hold on. Harlot. Yeah, I figure, Patronus. It's so freaking annoying. I can never do really good research when I'm live trying to do it. Like, I have to have it already done, or it's like the pressure of trying to do it, knowing you guys are all waiting. I never could get it done. Then I'll get off and I'm able to do stuff. But like when I'm live and I have to find something, so I'm like, just send it to me because I can't focus and it's like pressure and I don't know. It's like my brain doesn't work right. So usually if that's the case, I'll be like, just send it to me because I just can't. But I'm trying right now because I wanted to find it for you guys, but it's the thing out of Travis, it's not telling you anything. So I'm trying to find like the original and I can't. It's not letting me. I'm trying to find, I want to make sure I wrote that down. And I can't get back to where I was, and it's just a mess, guys. It's a mess. There's a lot of Spanish on there, huh? All right, let's see. But then my OCD makes it hard for me to stop. It's annoying. I hate it. Like, I keep looking and it's like, I need to quit. Zeke's, you want to see Zeke? He's scratching. Maybe there was a reason. But, hold on. Hold on, Zeke. Come in. Hold on, guys. Hold on, hold on, guys. Hold on, Zeke. Hold on. Okay, hi, Bubby. Hi, Bubby. Come on. Come on up here. Hi, come on. Hi, buddy. I love you so much. I love you so much. He's a good boy. Yeah, you guys, my internet is so slow. I'm trying to look. It's taking forever. Hold on, I'll be right there. Hold on, Bubby. Hold on 1 second, love. Hold on, come over here, Bubby. Hold on, come over here. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me look at one more thing here. Hold on, come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Where'd that go? Hold on. So I'm gonna try one more thing. Come here, bud. Come on, buddy. Hi, buddy. You want to say hi? No. I give up, guys. Come here, Bubby. Come say hi. Come on, Bubba. Bubby. Hi. Say hi because you're going to sleep with me. We're going to go to bed after this. We're going to go to bed, okay? We'll go to bed. But you stay here. Just say hi. He got his hair cut last week. A couple days ago, huh? Look at him. You see how... Mwah! Look how cute. He's so fluffy. He's so fluffy. That's my Zeeks. That's my Zeekster. He's so black and it's hard to see how cute this guy is. I need to show you some pictures and videos. He doesn't do any this doesn't do you justice, buddy. You're a handsome boy. You look handsome now, but you're even more handsome in real life. He looks like a little man here. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, I went over 26 minutes over. Let's see what the poll did. Sorry, guys. That was probably annoying just trying to wait for me to try to get it. Let me look at the poll. Okay, so I said, do you think Clenney's parents should have been arrested? 60% says yes, and 40 says no. Oh, thank you, buddy. So 60 says yes, 40 says no. Thank you. Mwah. So, okay. So more people say yes. Anyway, he's the Lassapoo. He's a cutie, huh? What? I love you. I love you. You want to go to bed? You want me to go to bed with you? I'll go to bed with you. You want to go to bed? You want to go to bed? With his head tilt. You want to go to bed, buddy? You want to go to bed? Oh, the cute head tilt. All right, guy. Lassapoo, yep. Lasso-opso-poo. Lassapoo. I think that's what it's called. Lassapoo. Lassapoo. He's a part poodle. He's a smarty pants. Go to bed. All right, guys. I think it's not even my night, but he snuck up, so I'm about to go to bed, guys. Maybe tomorrow I'll do a quick update when I find it. I'm convinced I'll find it. I'll probably be able to find it as soon as I get off here. But I think it's just going to be evidence tampering, right? Or, you know what I actually think? Is I don't think it's giving that information. Hence, why TMZ worded it like that. If it was exact, you saw what TMZ said. They have the Travis County thing. I saw it. It doesn't give any information. That's what they have. It gives the case number, or it gives the booking, like just it says Travis County booking number, blah blah blah, the name. And like they say, hold on, Zeke, 1 second, buddy. You're staying with me now. It says, I just want to I want to remind you what it says. It says, hold on, Zeke. We were told it has something to do with potential evidentiary tampering, because it does. We're not able to. I don't think we're able to get the thing that gives us the details. At least they don't have it yet. They just have that generic thing that I saw, but I'm not. It's on a quick little video that you guys aren't missing anything. I told you what was on it. That's all that's on it. So I think I don't think that they have the actual warrant. Whether that means because it's not available to the public yet, and that's why I keep trying to search and it's saying nothing comes up, or I'm not at the right place. Now with court documents, it's tricky because there's county, there's the sheriff's office, sometimes there's like separate things where you're at the county looking for it, but it's weird. Every county's different. Now, I went to the sheriff's office. I went to the county. I went to both sheriff's office, Travis County. Hold on, Zeke. The Miami sheriff's office. I went to the 2 counties for court records. I could be missing something, and it's just tricky with records. Sometimes there's just like there's a separate thing that I don't know that could be missing. But that's what I searched, and it's not coming up. I put the now that I have the cause number, I put that. And that's what I asked for. You could search by that, or you could search by name. I searched by name. I searched both ways, but it's not a big deal. All right, I'm gonna go, guys. Yeah, there's no bond. We know that, no bond. That her lawyer made the statement that I read, and that's what they did. You not, Bam Bam, go back and at the beginning, the statement I read, the statement that he made, the reason why they think what they say about the whole bond thing. Yeah, the thing that he's talking about, the record, it says 0 bond. There's no bond. But we already knew that. So I think we know everything that everybody else knows, because these people have that generic freaking thing that we have that doesn't give crap, basically. So like I said, I don't know if it's just because it's not available, or it sounds like I mean, because TMZ doesn't have it. They were like the first ones to report on it today. But anyway, I better go because he's getting impatient. But that's what they said. Rob, remember what because you keep saying it's going to be out of Miami. But remember what the lawyer said. They said the warrant, for some reason, they made it out of Travis County instead of out of Miami, out of Florida. Instead of out of Florida, they made it out of Zeke, hold on. They made it out of Travis County because of the whole bond. Because if they would have done it out of Miami, they would have had a bond. So instead, they did the warrant out of Texas. So that's what they said. So that makes sense. It doesn't make sense, but it does in the fact that why it's in Travis County. But why? It should have been out of Miami. You're right. So that's bullcrap. So is that the reason they did it out of Travis County? Really? So they couldn't have a bond. So there must be some kind of legal thing if they do it out of Travis County that they don't get a bond. And if they would have done it out of Miami, they would have had a bond. Go back, Rob, and read that statement. So that's probably why it's not, which is messed up, because how can they choose? I don't understand how they could. I guess they could go by, maybe it's because they could go by where they are, or they go by where the crime happened. You know what I'm saying? That might be tricky because they took the computer home, I'm sure, right? Probably. You know what I'm saying? So where did the crime happen? They chose to do it out of Travis County, from my understanding. Therefore, no bond, which is kind of shady. Because I think if her apartment was in Miami, the crime was in Miami, it should be out of there, right? Are you guys following? All right, I'm going to go, guys. Bye. I'm going to try to get Z to come back with me and stay with me. He's being a brat. All right, bye, guys. Sorry if I had to add it. Remember, I'm still PMS. No, it's too much information for men, I'm sure, but the women, I'm sure you understand. So remember, I started the last live. My PMS probably started, sometimes mine starts a week and a half leading up to it. So I'm still edgy because I haven't started yet. I'm still in the PMS phase. Probably going to be over in a couple of days, but the PMS at least, because I'll start and then it'll be. But so I'm a little edgy and grumpy this week. Is why another reason why I haven't done a live in a couple of days. I was trying to wait till I get a little bit more calm, but I had to do this because it was a new update. But Zeke, stop it. I'm coming. I don't want to open the door because I want to kidnap him for the day. I want him to stay with me. Hold on, buddy. All right, bye, guys. Hold on, bub.